Hare Krishna. Happy New Year. Welcome back to ISV. And we're very happy to be back because this is our home and everyone has to have a home to repair in. And congratulations to all of you for your hard work, as you've all put in a full year of devotional service, keeping your very busy lives going, and at the same time extending yourself more and more to spread the Sankirtana movement. Hey, new clock. Is that the key you want? Hare Krishna. Good starting. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhakti Vedanta. Can somebody tune it? Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Premanande, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Thai Gaur Premanande. I offer my obeisances to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who has given shelter to all of us and people all over the world by perfectly representing the parampara. Krishna is the shelter of everyone, even those who don't know it. But when one comes to full knowledge through connecting with the parampara, through the representatives of Krishna, and comes to full knowledge of service to Krishna, then one can live a life of bliss, ever-expanding bliss. And I offer my respectful obeisances to all of you present here tonight, everyone who's joined us through the internet. You're all the Vaishnavas, and therefore you're the most worshipable of all living entities in the three worlds. Hare Krishna. And Happy New Year. Yeah, it's good to start over, isn't it? It's good to start over, and it's also good to look back and think about which lessons we've learned, what lessons that we've learned from the past year. And one way to do that is to start with remembering which kinds of victories we've had, what goals we've accomplished, what have been the highlights of the 2018, which is old hat now, 2 days into the new year. What were the most meaningful of events for you in the last year? Just like to hear a few of those. Oh, we have a hand. Okay, I thought I had to do Krishna 10, Krishna 9.
Wow, I mean, we had a wonderful, wonderful 2018. Starting off in January, since we do our marathon results in January, we offered to Srila Prabhupada, and we had started off with a great start. We gave BBT over $500,000. So that was a very great beginning of 2018. And we rolled off from there, and it was we smashed everything after that. We had opened up a Bhakti launch, Bhakti Center in San Francisco. That's a great one.
3 maximum for each person.
Okay. Okay. And then also, of course, the Janmashtami that we celebrated very nicely.
Those 3 were really big. It was a huge victory last year, moving into the 500,000 category for book distribution, unprecedented. And also put us in the top category, top 3 in the world for book distribution. And maybe even more of that if you consider the foreign exchange and things like that. But I'm just saying. And then the Janmashtami, it was an unqualified success. It was a harmonic convergence where the dates came together at the right time. The team and feeling of cooperation was all there. People were there. And the third thing you said? Yes, and that we opened a new center in San Francisco. Was monumental when I went there to do the opening ceremonies, to cut the ribbon and so forth. I literally felt chills going up my spine, going into the city. I started there in Krishna consciousness, and it's been a lament for so many years that there hasn't been a center there. It's one way or another, it moved out of San Francisco. And to have a foothold back into San Francisco, it fulfills the desires of so many great Vaishnavas all over the world, not the least of which is Srila Prabhupada, of course, who's had his second center there. So, and it's like, starting a new center is like putting a man on the moon. It requires a whole NASA station. It requires funding. It requires brave astronauts who will go out there and risk their lives and plant the flag somewhere. And I think there are more rules and regulations and permits to take care of going and starting a center in San Francisco than there are trying to get to the moon. 3 good ones. Thanks, Hantapriya. We would have let you run, but okay, sharing means caring. Yes.
Prabhu, 2018, I was just thinking that I've always wanted to have a Sunday school from conception to 18. So in 2018, I think with Krishna's, Radha Madan Mohan's, and all the staff's mercy and hard work, we were able to establish that. So we do have a thing for the kids from conception to birth. We read on the call, Bhagavatam, and then from 0 to 3, we started the new Kanha class, and then we also opened up the 15 plus to 18 youth club. So we actually can say that it has from conception to 18. And the other point that I had is, I always, when I heard you say about the Gideon Bibles going in thousands, I really was praying that, somehow we want to be able to give up Bhagavatams in thousands. So, just the launch of Bhagavad Seva project was, was very nice. And, we are going to have 4 or 5 more starting. So I just feel that, just Krishna just fulfills your desires. And I just wanted to mention that.
Yes, and your implementation of the education system here at ISV has demonstrated patience and determination, because you've done this over many, many years, and by increments, you and your team have increased, and it's become a solid institution. It's not so easy to do. I mean, it's very difficult. So it's a huge accomplishment to come to that point. And doesn't it seem also we have these aspirations for bigger and bigger goals, and we have to be patient and we have to be determined. And as we continue with our sadhana and we continue making incremental improvements and advancements, doing what we can with what we have, then one day we look up, we say, oh, we just got to the next level. And this kind of engagement, because it's connected to Krishna, you're teaching the kids about Krishna and the teenagers about Krishna. This is the internal energy. It's completely transcendental. This is a worthy way to use one's lifetime. And then the point about Bhagavatams, I was just talking to one of the devotees who went down to pick up books in Los Angeles. Who was that? And said, well, actually, Savas called me and he said, we ran out of Bhagavatams. He said, we weren't expecting so many to go out. I said, I told you we were going to do it. And now it's become a standard all over the world. This distribution of not just a few Bhagavatams a year, and not just 10 Bhagavatam sets a year, but hundreds and thousands are now going out in countries all over the world. And also last year, Bhadra Purnima really took root. A lot of temples got involved, and it's just the beginning. It's the start of the mass distribution of Bhagavatams in every language that we have them in all over the world. So thank you. Those were two good ones, and I kind of slipped in one of my own. So, what else? Highlights? Yes, Manisha.
I think for me, some of the highlights were a lot of kids' book distribution, because I think everybody was more involved, and everybody had, since we were all seeing each other like trying to distribute books, I was also inspired, and I'm sure many other kids were too, so we were much more involved. And there was many like kids things that happened this year, for like example TIC, and like... Can
you explain TIC for those who don't know what it is?
TIC is like Team of ISV Kids, and it was started by a group of kids to expand on kids' book distribution in order to inspire other kids around the world. So I think that was a huge highlight for me this year, as well as all of the kirtans that took place, and the readings that we had, the reading sessions, and Sunday school. So I think that was a highlight.
When you think about more involvement in book distribution, you said you got inspired by watching other kids. Do any particular incidents, or was there a scene or a particular outing when you were with others, with the kids, and you saw something that inspired you?
I think once we were in Fremont, and we were all kind of tired because it was like the nighttime, and Vrindavan was there at that time, and I was exhausted, and I was too lazy to walk and go to door and do books. But he was with SKP Prabhu, and they were doing books, and the rest of the kids were going to the park. And Vrindavan was just doing books, and I was just like sitting there, and I was watching him, and I didn't want to go, but I forced myself to get up, and I went there, and all the kids came back from the park because they felt bad that we were there alone doing books, because him and I stayed back. So they came back, and they were also there for a bit, and all of us were doing books, and then after we all went to the park together. So I think that was definitely a big inspiration.
Yeah, it's those, the Sangha we have, it can be one incident where we see a devotee extending him or herself in a way that really inspires us, and then it can change our lives. Sangha is so powerful, isn't it? Yeah. And you said also about more reading. What was that about?
So Akhanda Nam Prabhu and Nitya Priya Mataji, they started a teen sangha where we would regularly try to read on Fridays SSR and different books, and I think Balaram had nicely organized a chart, and there's many committed teens that join every Friday, and so that was also sometimes I'm I don't want to join because I'm busy, but I know I have time, so I have to force myself, but it's a nice experience.
Yeah, it's when you get in the habit of, and you have the occasion, there's actually an event where you can join, you're able to overcome the mind, because the mind has a tendency to say, oh, I have other things to do, I'll do it later. And it's amazing how long later can be from when you say that, because you can go one day, then a week, then a month, then a year, then a lifetime. But when you're able to make these investments early and get in the habit of it and realize that my mind said don't go, but then I went anyway, and then I felt some happiness from it, from doing the yajna, then that's where the taste comes. And you're able to actually establish a genuine spiritual life from having that. Really nice reflections. What was the other one you said? So you said the book distribution, the reading, and kirtan. Yeah, there's been a lot more kirtan going on around here. Right? Amazing kirtan. Okay, what else? What other kinds of things do you reflect on from last year? Any victory in your life, personal or that you saw from your service? Yes, Shamalangi.
So for me, I can remember one thing very clearly. I just want to share again. I think on the Bhadra Purnima day, one person came to repair our refrigerator in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen with Hansipre Mataji, and that person came, and I think he did not have the exact part, so he was filling up some paperwork and working with Hansipre Mataji. I was just looking, and he happened to look at the TV, which was, the broadcast was going on, and he saw you, and he said, "Who is he? What's going on?" And then we said, "Why?" I think Mataji said, "Why don't you?" Finally he came here, and then I was looking. He came here, and he got a Bhagavatam set. So that's he took. So that's something, it always comes to my mind, and I was surprised. He just saw that. So
yeah, I may have mentioned this last time you brought this up, but it reminded me of the yogurt and chipped rice festival that Raghunath Das Goswami put on. He had some money from his father. He was a renunciate and becoming more and more so, but he wanted to, he was doing things for the devotees to serve them, and Nityananda ordered him to, hold the festival, so he got all this chipped rice and yogurt and misti and mixed it together, and then invited everybody to come. And people just got drawn into it. Even people who didn't know what was going on, they got pulled in, and everyone was taking chipped rice. And even the merchants who had just sold it to them, then they'd come, and then they'd take the chipped rice that they just offered. And those kinds of events where people get sucked in to the Sankirtan movement, that's Lord Chaitanya's method. It's so compelling, the energy that people just get sucked into it, and then they become the recipients of the mercy of Krishna. What else? Yes, Radha Kripa.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, we got PLA approved at Cisco.
For those who don't know that code, it's a big deal. Wow. When was that?
It happens 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before.
Last month, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to the Sankirtan devotees yesterday, and we were discussing how the big gains in our book distribution come from behind the scenes, actually. The really big gains, because there's so much, for instance, one of the events that didn't happen last year, but is an example of what I mean. When Sri Gopal Prabhu, I believe, went to get the permit for the Lytton Plaza, he had done some research. For years we had gone there, and we had just done whatever we could, and sometimes we'd be able to get the plaza, sometimes we wouldn't. And then he found out from the website that we could get a permit, and he went down to the city hall and he asked for a permit. Were you there too? Okay. And they said, "Oh, no, we don't give permits." And he said, "Oh yeah, you do. It's right there in the paperwork." And they said, "Oh, by golly." And they gave a permit. We've been having those permits ever since, which has been a quantum leap in our Sankirtan book distribution in Harinam at Lytton Plaza. And it's an example of taking time to comb through the legal papers, find out what you need to sign, who you need to talk to. that actually opens up the world of Sankirtana in this very complex world of rules and regulations, then we can make big leaps and bounds. Yes?
So another one was Janmashtami's last day's approval.
That's
from
true,
the city.
yeah.
That was a big headache, but it went through your mercy. So.
Yes. We were sweating it out to the last second, wondering if we were able to have a Janmashtami here, because everyone had to come and check it out and all the permits, and we checked out fine. So that was a huge thing. A few more. Yes.
I was really fortunate to move here last year.
What makes you say that?
That like I feel like I've improved my sadhana since the year before that, because I've been with such great association here.
Nice. Well, I can definitely say you brighten the place up. Yes. Whenever I see you, I see a effulgence coming. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here. Hare Krishna. Mukadavinda.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, many memories, but distinctly I see that how Western Sankirtan has taken take a big leap by Madhav Govind Prabhu's effort, and how he changed the whole direction of how Western Sankirtan it used to be, and followed by many great devotees, those who followed in his footsteps, and many kids. He engaged in the services. So I say that's 2018. I distinctly remember how he took to the next level the whole Western Sankirtan. And
what's the distinct part you remember?
Distinct part, the kids, I see that how he trained each one, like in their vacations they could go, and they shared so nice reflections in their when they used to send GNAB. So it's I see that I'm going into the next decade now of mine, so I can see that it's safe, and the Krishna conscious, the next generation taking up, and so it feels very happy.
Yeah, I think when Nirakula and I were flying somewhere, I can't remember where it was, but then she pointed out to me, said, the kids are all on vacation, and where are they? They're out on book distribution. You remember that? You're noting you just got off from school and everything else, and you went out on book distribution. And that was really heartwarming.
And second and third, I saw that how instructions comes with its blessings, and really you mentioned in so many points, so many times in your classes that how. And then when I remember that one month back, you just mentioning in one of your class about the Arabic book distribution, and then next day Prabhu has just sent the
He
whole.
was just here a minute ago.
Yeah.
Where is he? He's in the book room.
So he, and then Ansu Prabhu, Anangopika, Kautukarna Prabhu, and all of this team, they really took to the next level. I see that how. And I just see every day I would just keep seeing that he keeps sending location, okay, this place, that place, this place. Today also they are going to meet some Arabic learning center where they are thinking that those who learn, so they are innovative, not just to the whatever is the norms, but thinking out of the box and taking to, so that I can see that how following instructions.
Yeah, and this is something we've been thinking about, talking about for a long time. And it also shows what Victor Hugo once said, and that is, nothing is so powerful as an idea whose time has come. And there's a way in which we have many ambitions and desires for spreading Krishna consciousness in particular ways. And if we hang on to them and keep them burning, and then when the time comes, they're ready to come out, and we can continue to expand. So I remember mentioning during one morning class, I think it was after a Saturday morning class, about Arabic books. I mean, we have them for some time. I mentioned it, and then out of the spiritual world came an email. An email came in, and I didn't even know who it was from exactly, but it was from Mahaprabhu Prabhu, and he had a absolutely laser pointed focus on exactly how we could get the Arabic books out in the Bay Area. And he had it all, and I could tell, here's a person, a talent. So I just wanted to mention that this is how the Sankirtan movement grows. It grows by inspiration of those who they're chanting Hare Krishna, and then they come into the Sangha, they have some desire, they pick up some inspiration from within their heart to spread the movement, and then they come forward. They have to come forward because we can't drag anybody across the finish line. It just doesn't work. It has to be by inspiration. Independent, spontaneous, and voluntary. ISV. And when it is, then there has to be an atmosphere where that person can be empowered to move up. So one of the great victories for 2018 that everyone felt was Mahaprabhu. Sorry to embarrass you, Prabhu. I know you're back there and you don't like this kind of stuff, but that Mahaprabhu stepped forward and everyone noticed it, and it also gave a jolt of spiritual energy to the whole community, the whole party, because he had stepped forward in that way. So that was a big thing for 2018.
The third thing was distinctly remembering how from many years, like I'm 7-8 years here, and I can see that how you consistently want to improve the Harinams that we have in Palo Alto, and then you came up with this concept of Kirtan Oasis, and I can see that how it took to the top notch, and there's much more to it, but I can see that at least some satisfaction level we can see that.
Yes. Don't go away, Mahaprabhu. Sorry, we're going to hand you the mic and just give him a mic while he's waiting. But yeah, that's another one that we've had on the burner for a long time, and it's been one of the steady drum beats, one of the premier yagya performances we do here at ISV that brings joy to the whole community. And I feel like, we've been positioning it for years, and that's another one when the time is exactly right and all the energy comes together, it's going to be huge. I mean the quantum leaps for the Kirtan Oasis. That's patience. It has to have determination. So Shamalangi and her team have been amazing. Mahaprabhu Prabhu. So what was it like? You jumped in all of a sudden with that email, and then you started a fire here at ISV with the Arabic books. What did you see? What did you hear? What was it? What inspired you to jump in at that point? And how's it been? How's it been going?
So I was here on the Sunday evening. I was actually in the washroom, and I was hearing your lecture.
That's why we put speakers in here.
And then you made this point about the Arabic books, and you requested devotees to go and do your homework to find out Arabic neighborhoods. And I have a certain interest in the world politics and geopolitics and cultures, and so I have a special interest in Middle East for some reason. So I take a lot of interest in Middle East politics. So when I heard that, I thought, I think I can make a contribution here. Because I know a notch more probably than others. So I went back and I did some research on the Arabic language, and I figured that, okay, here's the statistics about where the languages are spoken, and if we have to begin Arabic book distribution in the Bay Area, this is where we can start. So why not I share this knowledge with devotees? So I sent out that mail to the devotee community. And that's how we began. So the book distribution effort so far has been going out nicely. I'm mostly, my role is basically to provide intelligence inputs to devotees. They are the ground people working on the ground, so all glories to them. I mean, the credit actually really goes to them. Anshu Prabhu, Kautukarna Prabhu, Anangopika Mataji, and there's so many other devotees, Mukharvin Prabhu. I've been working very hard on the ground on the basis of whatever spots we select and go and do the book distribution. In fact, right now, we are actually headed to an Arabic school. The principal of the school has invited us.
Right this minute.
Right this minute.
Yeah.
The principal of an Arabic school has invited us. She has more than 100 students who come and learn Arabic from in her school, and she's actually the principal. And she says that if she finds the book interesting, then she will take those books and she will hand them out to the parents of those children. So we seek your blessings.
Now, and we didn't stage this, you know. I know it looks like that, but. Haribo! He has more. He's going to say more. Listen.
And all of this intelligence gathering is being done by Anshu Prabhu. So he was the one who found out about the school. It's called BAAS, Bay Area Arabic School. And the principal actually invited us, me, myself, Prabhuji, and Anangopika Mataji, the three of us are headed there right now. And yesterday also we went to another Arabic school in Cupertino. That was also founded by him. And the lady, her name was Lubna, she was very interested. And she also asked us to, I think she spoke to him today.
So she said that, you know, she is willing to take 10 sets and give out to the friends and family if friends and family of the children who come to the Arabic Learning Center. This is the Arabic Learning Center actually. So she said that if she needs more books, she will contact us again. So we are going to put some books and put at least 15 of sets and give it to Arabic Learning Center.
And so for everyone, so everyone knows, because you're using the word sets. So what is a set of Arabic books right now? Tell us what's in it.
Okay, Arabic set means 3 small books. One of them is Perfection of Yoga. The second one is Beyond Birth and Death. And the third one, is Perfect Question, Perfect Answer. And it also includes the Bhagavad Gita, Arabic Bhagavad Gita.
Bravo. We make a group prayer. Dear Srila Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who liberated the Pathan Muslim soldiers and initiated them on the spot. We pray for all success for our Arabic team to penetrate the Bay Area, distribute tens of thousands of Arabic books, not only here, but also to expand the program all throughout North America. And may you travel widely and train up all the different communities around North America to pinpoint the Arabic communities and show them how to distribute, and thereby please the heart of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya. Everyone who agrees with this, please say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, go get them. Hare Krishna. Do huge. Yes.
No one else? Anyone else?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I think everyone is sharing a lot of goals as far as book distribution is concerned. So I personally also somehow, by Krishna's mercy and by devotees' mercy, specifically Kameshwari Mataji's mercy, somehow we got involved in kids' book distribution. That's one positive. The other thing is we had a desire to help Navadeep school in terms of education. So we were able to do good contribution there. So Navadeep, I mean, as a school, it's growing and it's serving more kids, so both in Sunnyvale and Pleasanton. So that's another area that worked for us. Another thing that I wanted to do this year, I mean, 2018, was take focused time to spend with family, and so that's something I feel, again, by Krishna's mercy and inconceivable mercy of devotees through guidance, and so we were able to do that as well. Another thing that you mentioned is exercise. I suffer from lower back being a software engineer, so somehow we were able to address that also. So yeah, 2018 has been a remarkable year that way.
Yeah, thanks for bringing up those other points that make it possible to continue doing service. As Prabhupada points out in the section of Gajendra Mokshana in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the devotees need to live a balanced life. You have to take care of yourselves, both emotionally, family-wise, physically, in order to be vibrant and have longevity to push on the Sankirtan movement. So Krishna says in the Gita, Yukta hara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapnavabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. He advocates being yukta, or balanced. And I really like the points you brought up. Taking time with your family, most people are grihastas, and there's a lot to learn in the grihasta ashram that brings one to maturity in the practice of pure devotional service. How to cooperate with a spouse is apparently a huge challenge in the world. And if one applies the principles that Krishna speaks of in the Bhagavad Gita and is able to reform oneself in order to be able to live with others and cooperate with them, especially a spouse and family and so forth, this is very pleasing to Krishna, and is also what it makes of us to achieve that. It brings us to a more refined state where we can actually be mature enough to help others and to assimilate the science of Krishna consciousness in our lives. So I really appreciate you brought up those points, and also about the school, because this is one of the crown jewels of our community, is our education. And it's still in a fledgling state compared to what it will be, but it is foundational. And you've all been putting so much hard work into developing the educational systems here that make all the difference in the world as far as the development of the community goes. Because when the kids are taken care of properly and there's good education, it's attractive to people from all over the world, and it also brings the generations together so that everyone can be harmoniously engaged in the process of Krishna consciousness together. Thank you. What was the third one you brought up? You took care of your own health. Exercise, yeah. So everyone for 2019, you should definitely exercise. You know, there's so many health food stores that sell supplements, and there's so many like quick fixes. But actually, if you study all the literatures about health, you'll find out there's only one actual panacea for health, and it's exercise. And you could take all the supplements or do whatever else, but unless you exercise regularly, you'll fall apart sooner than later. So it's really important. Prabhupada used to take walks every single day, really fast too. And he was also get massage every day as well. He said it was yoga for old people. And so there's a importance in keeping oneself physically healthy so that you can contribute. Don't fall apart because you become out of balance, fanatically engaged without taking care of yourself, because then you won't be able to take care of others in the future. Really nice, thank you. We'll take one more. Yes, two more. 1, 2. And then we have one online. Then we have Kautakarnaka.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for this opportunity. So we had Kupatino Bhakti Vriksha that went on for about 6 years, and Sukeshwari Mataji led that with Srivas Pandit Prabhu as a speaker, and our family was one of the members who joined that and grown through that and came to the temple. So we finished that activity, and then we had a gap of multiple months. And then again we restarted in 2018 with a new batch. About 10 to 12 families have joined, all new people, new families. So we restarted that again.
Bravo. Actually, small groups is the environment where people are able to become socialized with the devotees, and they're able to develop faith, and it gives them an opportunity then to move into the practice of devotional service and then take up vows and also help other people become Krishna conscious. So these small satellites that we have all over the Bay Area, where groups are coming together, are absolutely vital for our expansion. Thank you for participating in that. Okay, who is next? Yes.
So also in 2018, we started the Peninsula Bhakti Vriksha. It was my long-term dream and desire to serve Prabhupada. I personally, was really I was brought into Krishna consciousness through the medium of Bhakti Vriksha. So I felt that this is something I want to do, and I'm very grateful. After a lot of years, Peninsula Bhakti Vriksha was started, and even after we moved, it went into the hands of able leadership like Shraddha Mataji and Akhandanama and Kyati Mataji. So they are continuing, and I think it's been incrementally increasing, expanding continuously. So I'm very grateful, that effort's continuing. And the second thing is also it was a desire that how I can engage the kids, the older kids who are examples for the remaining children in presenting seminars. And we started our first seminar with the Holy Name Seminar. And with your encouragement, I look forward to seeing how we can have a more structured presentation so that they can present an entire seminar to a group of people, devotees.
Yeah, moving on to the peninsula, right? That's what you call it, the Peninsula
The Peninsula Bhakti Vriksha.
Yeah, just it's a very strategic thing when we move into new areas and then there's another Sangha. It gives an opportunity, like a foothold in another area where it can expand. And we need such points of contact all over the Bay Area as much as possible, where there are leaders who are taking responsibility. That was Bhaktivinoda Thakur's vision also. And it's very, very effective. And also, what a great remembrance of the preparation for the seminar that the kids put on. All the hard work that went into it was what I noticed the most, as I saw how they were studying deeply the science of chanting the holy name, and then the presentation. And it brings the whole community up just to see the dedication. It was excellent. Thank you for those. We have a couple more, one online.
This is from Radha Venkat Prabhu from Folsom.
Oh, good.
And he says that all glories to the service by ISV.
He's an idea factory.
He is.
He sits up north and cranks out good ideas constantly.
I get at least 3 every day from him. All glories to service by ISV. Folks like me get the opportunity to be virtually in the temple with the help from ISV broadcast team. Also able to enjoy live broadcasts from remote spots like the Kirtan Oasis and the India Yatra. And this is on behalf of all the remote viewers.
Yes, and it's my contention that along with brick and mortar, as we expand our physical space here, and we will, we also must simultaneously expand our digital presence, I would say proportionately, because this is where people live. And there has to be a support to the brick and mortar. We have our live studio audience, and we have the greater audience that we're just pioneering. We're just reaching out in whatever ways we can, but we'd like to increase that exponentially. So the pioneering stages of the digital team here, I can remember back to being on Bascom and watching the devotees getting ready for the Janmashtami, and Nilesh was punching a hole in the screen. I was sitting there giving class, and he was punching a hole in the screen on the window, and it's like, what are you doing? He said, wires are coming in. And they started wiring the place up with cameras and everything like that, and one thing led to another. And it's an ongoing process, new technologies, new ways to do it, and the team headed by Ramananda Saka Prabhu, who's become an authority for people all over the world, has been on the cutting edge. So we look forward at ISV to really bumping up that digital presence in a significant way coming in 2019. That will happen. And we'll have a first-class team working on that and developing the infrastructure, for instance, just as for starters, the website and application that goes with it, and the back end, how we can take care of people more and more digitally. So that's something really to look forward to. There was Kautukarnika.
Maharaj, I just want to mention, under guidance of His Grace Sundaranand Prabhu, we conducted our first DYS level 2.
Oh, nice.
It was on Srimad Bhagavatam, and other than our level 1, we for the devotees who had completed level 1, so we did a level 2 on Srimad Bhagavatam.
DYS means Discover Yourself. It's an educational program for people on the entry level of spiritual life. We can't take for granted that people know all kinds of things about Krishna consciousness. We have to give them a stairway so they can come up to the practice of bhakti. We always have to be looking for where the gaps are, so that people don't fall through the gaps. And the DYS program has been exemplary here in filling one of the gaps, which is people who are just coming into Krishna consciousness and need to know the logic, starting with, why is it logical that there is a God in the first place and that I'm not my body? These are important things because you're not going to hear it in general society so much. And if you do, you'll get fragmental information that doesn't really make sense. So DYS puts together the information in a logical, systematic way. And when people walk away from there, they actually have their 2 feet on the ground. They're practicing Krishna consciousness because they understand it. This is Sambandha Gyan. It's absolutely vital for people to know what they're doing. Because if you practice some kind of religious process without the science behind it, then it's just sentimentality. Of course, if you have sentimentality, if you have science without the religious process, then you have mental speculation purely. So this is the perfect combination.
Maharaj, I have 2 more.
Yes.
And the second one is by Anshu Prabhu and Vishal Vasudev Prabhu. They restarted Bhakti Sangha. So we were not having it for quite some time, but they both very enthusiastically took it up. And every month we are conducting it, Bhakti Sangha, for all the male devotees. They come together, or newcomers who have been in touch in Krishna consciousness in India or somewhere or the other. So they have a place to come by and ask questions and hear and associate with devotees. That is the second one. And third is about BBT Academic. Under guidance of His Grace Harivamsha Prabhu and Mayank Prabhu, we have been continually taking more orders online.
Really?
On BBT Academic.
Even I didn't know that.
So
I knew it was all set up in it, but I didn't know the status, so it's good to hear.
It's fairly new. We don't have a lot of orders, but it is ongoing. We have orders here once in a while. And we took an order of Bhagavatam with Malini Mataji also actually wanted us to take an order from Srimad Bhagavatam. We took a Srimad Bhagavatam order on BBT Academic.
This initiative was really to continue the Bhaktivedanta Library program that Prabhupada started personally to get his books into the academies and the various universities. And Harivamsha Prabhu and team had developed a very good website and started reaching out to revive this program. And now, much to my delight, I hear that it's going on well. Because oftentimes websites get developed and then next thing I hear is like, what happened? and who has the password and things like that. But it's really good that you're continuing it. Congratulations. Is there a video loaded up? Okay. I said a 2019 Happy New Year video I made for you all. You want to see a video? Okay. The only drawback is I'm in it, but what could be done? You can turn the lights a little lower. Hare Krishna. Happy New Year to everyone at ISV. I'm so excited for 2019. I've been thinking a lot. Our greatest asset at ISV is our spirit of cooperation. I was reminded just recently when I saw a flock of geese flying overhead. They fly in a V formation. Scientists say by working together, the geese can fly 71% further together than they can do alone. It's the same for us. All of us together, cooperating, can take the long journey back to Godhead, and it becomes so much easier. Another thing about geese, they honk like anything. That's their encouragement of the geese up front who are pushing forward. They also trade places. The ones in front who are taking the brunt of the wind trade places with those behind them so no one gets overburdened. This is another aspect of cooperation. Let's help each other when we see those who are taking extra service and work. By working together, no one will become overburdened. And when one of the geese falls out of the formation, other geese follow it and make sure that it gets back into the formation. We have to take care of our own. Actually, Srila Prabhupada said, the most important aspects of the Krishna consciousness movement are love and trust. Our sense of love and our trust in the other devotees is what makes a spiritual movement viable. And our cooperation amongst ourselves, this creates miracles. There's no telling what we can do when we work together. I'm looking forward to 2019, to coming together to brainstorm, to find ways that we can support one another and reach loftier goals in cooperation with the idea of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Let's make it a reality in 2019. Let's work together and do something miraculous through cooperation. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. That's the great genius of Priya Kishori, who, where is she? Come on, let her have it. Priya, doesn't matter if we call her at 12 midnight with some video footage, she'll somehow or other get it out by morning. But it's amazing how you've been perfecting your craft over the years. I mean, it's really noticeable. And the videos that you make are going out all over the world. They're having a huge impact. Because most people don't read these days, they watch videos. And not more than 3 minutes. I mean, this was a long video. So she's become expert at that. And it's been so fun. And at a moment's notice, like, you know, we'll just meet somewhere, shoot some film, and then just within hours, she'll make it into magic, absolute magic. So thank you very much to Priya Kishori. So, of course, this new clock, I can't actually read. It's hard to tell what it says, but apparently it's past. We've talked about some of our successes in 2018, and just by sampling a few, there's only been a dozen or so that have been mentioned, but I started to see how it's an ocean. There's so much out there. There's so much that we've done together. And just by staying together and keeping our eyes fixed on goals and working towards it on a regular basis through our sadhana, through our teamwork, through planning, we've achieved so much. It's amazing. We also can't take it for granted. I was talking to Satyadev Prabhu today, who goes to China on a regular basis, and he's saying the government is cracking down. And it's no longer okay for people to have a church or a temple or a mosque, anything in China. The government is squeezing them out. What to speak of going out in public and preaching? You just can't do that. Just a reminder that somehow or other we've all been blessed to have been given a preaching area that is pretty much unrestricted. I mean, a few tiny little things here and there, but there's no threat of being tortured, killed, going to jail forever, and things like that. So we should take advantage of it. The fact that most of you are from Bharat, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally told you to spread the Sankirtan movement, and then he gave you the best spot on the planet, and in the prime of your youth and so forth. So good time to take advantage of it as you are. So once we have in mind what we're actually doing and what's possible, there's a sense of buoyancy that there's something going on here. We can remember that. And then it's time to look and plan. What's coming up in 2019? Srila Prabhupada's advice for moving forward is always have a fresh challenge to look for. That's what makes human life exciting, as we have something that challenges us to make something more of ourselves, to reach up and attain it. So let's not be afraid in 2019 to look at new goals that are a little bit higher than they were before, both in our personal lives, in our sadhana, in our relationships with our families, the way we take care of ourselves, the way we take care of others, in our maintaining the temple, moving to newer heights on all different levels. I took time to catalog all the different departments that we have here at ISV, and I filled up a large book full of those. I'm working with experts here at ISV to help organize those departments, and we'll be talking a lot more about what we're going to do in the first quarter, coming together for planning, strategic planning, looking towards developing key result areas in each department, identifying those who are leading departments and so forth. So there's a lot of exciting work to be done in the first quarter here at ISV. Take time to make your own goals. Don't be afraid to make goals. You may think that, well, maybe I can't attain them. Maybe I made goals before, I couldn't do it. You can. Take time to write down what's most important to you. Because if you don't, then the small niggling things that sneak up on us and rob us of our time will take the precedence, will come to the fore in your life. But if you take time to prioritize what's most important to you and you keep it in front of you, it will push out the smaller matters, and you'll have a much more productive and happy life. So everyone, please, as homework, if you haven't already, take some time by yourself without any distractions to think about your top priorities. And when you first sit down, you might feel that there's nothing there, because the mind tends to be very turbulent, and it takes a little while. But write down the things that come to your mind, and you'll see, you'll catch a train of thought, and you'll be able to start pulling out what's actually really important to you and writing it down. And if you do that as an exercise to start off the year, you'll feel some extra energy when you wake up in the morning. You'll think, oh, I have a real purpose here. I remember what my purpose is. The more specific you can be about it, the more energy you'll feel when you wake up in the morning. So think about your sadhana. What ways could you improve? Isn't that exciting? And think about your services. Which ways can you improve them? There's thousands of ways that you can improve them, and it all starts with thinking about it and writing them down, making a plan. I also recommend another simple exercise, which is to write down all the obstacles in your life. Do you have any obstacles? So we all do. And if we write them down and actually look at what they are, then we have a chance of overcoming them. And if you have a clear list of what's holding you back in various areas in your life, then you can go about brainstorming how you can overcome the obstacles. And you'll find that there are ways to overcome obstacles. Don't just let them hang out and slow you down and make you procrastinate or not move forward. But decide, look and see what's holding me back, write it down, and then brainstorm or get with mentors, people who have expertise in certain areas to help you overcome your obstacles, remove your doubts, and then you can move forward freely without any inhibition into the new year 2019. And above all, emphasizing that our prime directive and goal here at ISV is really to cooperate, because in traveling around the world to various centers, I find that the most challenging of all disciplines is that of cooperation. And it's natural, because we're living entities. We're part and parcel of Krishna. We have free will, and we like to do whatever we want to do. And that's actually a good thing. Living entities are interesting that way. At the same time, if we can channel some of that energy into cooperation through not needing to be in the center, or being happy with progress in spreading Krishna consciousness without having to take credit for it. And don't worry, because if you do sincere service, then Krishna will notice you. And if you do sincere service if you do service trying to project yourself as a great personality, then nobody will really appreciate you very much, even the people you're trying to impress. So just try to impress Krishna by your service, and don't worry who gets the credit. And this is one of the major aspects of cooperation. This is what makes an organization great, when that spirit is there. Respect each other, and try to help one another, and don't worry about who gets the credit for what you're doing. Just try to expand the Sankirtana movement. This is one of the primary methods of self-realization that Prabhupada mentions throughout his books. And you'll notice it now that I've said it, but he says again and again that taking your life energy and investing it into expanding the Sankirtana movement all over the world is the means for connecting to Krishna, for becoming his friend, for becoming self-realized. That, along with a steady dose of hearing and chanting, becoming dedicated to hearing what's in the Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Gita. These two things together are the bedrock of the Sankirtana movement, and they will assure your success in Krishna consciousness. We have a few devotees who have come forward to take the mala that we offered, that I took around Govardhan Hill, and they contributed towards the Sankirtan. And actually, there's still, I can tell you, we've had, I guess I can tell you this much, we've had a pretty good year. 2018. No, a little more, because it's actually pretty good. And it reminded me, and Prabhupada always used to tell us, if you just focus on this book distribution and preaching and taking care of one another through love and trust, then Krishna will provide so many facilities, and he is. So there are a few devotees we'd like to acknowledge tonight. And Shraddha, would you introduce them? Or whoever is going to introduce them? I just have to bring Prabhupada's Loda back. Because wherever this Loda goes, great success will reign. Haribo. For those of you who don't know, this is Srila Prabhupada's Lota that he used in Vrindavan and brought on the Jaladuta with him to America. So somehow or other, I don't know how, but because I have a very dear godbrother who gave it to me for a year, I'm praying that Srila Prabhupada will empower all of us to go to the next level here at ISV. We've had a really good start, and we're ready to expand exponentially. Hare Krishna.
So Shraddha Mataji and her corporate Sankirtan team actually did really, really good, and so many devotees have come forward to sponsor for different levels. We could not acknowledge them because they did not raise their hand last time when we did a fundraiser. So we wanted to acknowledge all of them, and they can also receive their kanthi malas and the water. So Shraddha Mataji has requested that we tell the levels again so everybody know. Level 1 was those devotees who sponsored level 1 will get the kanthi malas that went through all the holy places in Vrindavan. Many kundas to Lord Nrsingadev, many deities, many Goswamis, all the Guru Paramparas and Bhajan Kutirs. And that is first for $500. And level 2 was this kanthi mala plus the water from this lota that Srila Prabhupada carried on Jaladuta. That was for $1,000. And level 3 is both of them plus a Go Puja on their name in Giri Govardhan. And level 4 is all of the above, the Go Puja and a Yajna on their name in Giri Govardhan. And the level 5, this is something that we introduced this year, that Srila Prabhupada's lota will go to their home, carried by His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu, and Prabhu will perform Mahashanti Yajna at their home for $10,000. And we're so pleased to report these, and then Shraddha Mataji is going to call the devotees who have sponsored different levels, and they can come and get their gifts from His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and the blessings from the Lota as well.
So I'll start with Charu Bhat Mataji for a level 1. So Chari Mataji is a realtor, and she wants to look for the next temple for us.
Think college campus. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande.
Another on the level 1 is Dharmendra Sarkar Prabhu. I don't know whether he's in here or not. I don't see him, so we'll pass that. Vishnath Dhulipala from Oracle, not there. And then Tatiana Mataji coming up here, as well as so Sophie, you have to leave today for your meeting? No. You can stay in? Okay, yeah. So Tatiana has recently been to Rishikesh.
Rishikesh.
Hare Krishna. Then we have 2 on level 2, Chitra Shravanam Mataji and Natwar Agarwal Prabhu. Okay, so you're not there? Okay. Then we have level 3, Nirguna Kota from Oracle.
Haribo!
Tejas Shah Prabhu, are you there? Tejas, he was supposed to come. Tejas Shah, come on. Yeah, come on Prabhu. Tejas Prabhu, level 3. As well as Pankaj Sharma Prabhu. Pankaj.
Hare Krishna.
Go.
Hold on, they want a photo op. Photo op, come. Hare Krishna.
We move on to level 4, starting with Sophie Mataji. Those of you who haven't seen her before, she's a very regular at the noon aarti, and she loves to sing the aarti. She's been doing a lot of services at the temple. Very avid supporter of book distribution as well. At level 4, we also have Mayank and his wife Suman, but they can't be present here today. And Anshu Raina as well, and I think he just left for Arabic book. Vaishnava Toshani Prabhu for level 4. So Vaishnav Tushani Prabhu also joined the corporate book distribution team this year. She's a new addition to that.
Haribo!
Then Shukha Rupa Mataji. Shukha Rupa and Sukha Rupa Mataji and Ashray Madha Prabhu. Okay, is she in the kitchen? Okay, Sukha, can somebody go and get her? Yeah. Okay. Then we have Nam Smaran Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Arushi? Arushi. Come on. So we have Shukharupa and Ashray Madha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So moving on now to level 5, the $10,000 group. We have Sri Antariksha Prabhu and Apara Gorangi Mataji.
Haribo!
They also joined the corporate book distribution team this year.
Wow. What a team.
Mukharvinda Prabhu and Ananga Gopika Mataji. I know he can't be here, but I know he's watching online. We have Bhakt Ankur Goyal from Seattle for a level 5.
See, if he's online.
We have Radha Kripa Prabhu and family, Shyam Langi, Avantika, Swaraj.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. She snuck in. Oh, one more. She wants you to have one more. Okay.
Thanks to
Photo
Guruma.
Okay. Hare Krishna. She's got your back.
You'll have to join our corporate team now, Shamlangi. Then we have Bal Mukund Prabhu and Mukta Mataji.
Wow, Bal Mukund. Haribo.
He is our
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So Bal Mukund Prabhu joined the corporate book distribution team this year, and he has been doing relentless work on in Google for corporate, as well as he was one of the instruments on making sure that PLA gets added to Cisco. And then last but not the least, Kautuk Karnava Das Prabhu for a level 5. level 5.
That's a lot of level 5s. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande.
Now, there are a few more names that I'm just going to quickly announce. Some of them said they can't make it today because of prior commitments, and some of them are physically not in the Silicon Valley, so they can't be here. Ramesh Bolnani for a level 3, Garima Mataji for level 1, Preeti Radhika Mataji from Sacramento for level 3, Shelja Kasturi from Oracle, level 2, Ranjit at Intel, level 2, Leela Krishna and from Oracle for level 1, Tatiana from Germany for a level 1, Sutapa and Piyush from New Jersey for level 1, Amit Zaveri for level 2 at Oracle, Prabir and Sunita from Chicago for a level 1, Akash Sharma for level 2 in Seattle, and Radhika Kasuri from Sacramento, level 1, Ishwari Radha from Florida, level 1, Priya Rajshekharan from Rochester, New York for level 1, Ranjit Intel for level 1, Prabhakar Munagi from Oracle, level 1, and Anjan Kumar Amir Sethi, level 1 from Oracle, and Nikun Sundari, level 3, and her sister Priyanka Nanji Reddy, level 3, and then Ankit Kartri, level 5.
And to Shraddha Mataji, who's heading up the corporate team and taking it to newer heights, I've asked you to absorb all of these for all the devotees. Haribol.
So, though she was announcing all the names, she didn't announce her name. She is actually sponsoring for level 1 too, Shraddha Mataji.
But because she heads the team, we'll give her level 10. Oh, you know, it's not over yet. We're not closing everything. The whole marathon is still on until 7th? The 6th, because we actually have to mail a check at some point. And yes.
I just wanted to describe level 10. So level 10, Guru Maharaj, you and Guru Ma will have to come and live with us. Any takers for level 10?
We'll do it. Watch out. Careful what you ask for. Okay. Please go ahead. We have, as far as I can tell, we have like 6 minutes left.
Sure. Hare Krishna, we have today one special devotee from Hyderabad. So she wrote a Braille book for the blind people, to a Vaishnava songbook. I would request His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu to bless her and relaunch the book. And Mataji name is Champakalata Devi Dasi.
Hare Krishna.
And she is now working on Bhagavad Gita for the blind people. And Haribol.
Mataji, we've been praying for you for a long time. Verify that we have? Yes. We've been talking about having a Braille book. Is this in Braille? Yes, it is. I can't read Braille, but I can feel it. For a long time, we've wished to be able to reach out to the blind community, and Krishna sent you. And she's doing this wonderful work of making this available to the blind people of the world. So we're going to start working on, anyway, you tell.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
And it's really a good fortune for me to be here in the presence of His Grace Vaisesika Prabhu and all of you. I don't deserve to be here, actually. I've been working for the blind since 2012 by the blessings and mercy of His Holiness Bhakti Raghava Swami Maharaj, my spiritual master. And this is the first Braille book which had come out in 2014. Basically because the need had arisen, I used to visit the school once in a week, and over a period of time, around 70 to 75 children got interested. And then while teaching the Vaishnava bhajans, I felt there is a need, because I just go there, say it, teach them the audio, but then they needed something to read after I leave. So that's how this book came up, and this is just the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, I can say. And now I'm in the process of making small books of Srila Prabhupada, and in 2019 May, Guru Maharaj just told me that I can make Bhagavad Gita as it is, in English and also other languages. Thank you so much. I need all your blessings. Kindly bless. Thank you so much.
We commend you for your work, and we pray to Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, and Srila Prabhupada to empower you to expand the Braille books so that we can distribute them to all the blind and seeing impaired people of the world. Everyone who agrees with this, please say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna! Thank you very much. So we can bless her with the lotus. Yes. Hare Krishna. Is that the new tune? Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Part one double. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Go Premanande. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, it's the Hare Krishna Dance-a-thon. We were going to move all the asanas to the back of the room and make a space in here for this beautiful dance floor. It's made of wood. Feel free to spring as high as you like. It won't hurt. And we'll dance before the deities and sing the beautiful Artik song written by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Gaur Premanande Haribo.